Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 217 of the SplashCast Monday Night Raw, going up on a Tuesday. I am your co-host, Reggie.
I'm your co-host, Norwood. Our powers combined, we are your HBCU homeboys. And you're right, 217 episodes. Stronger and wiser. I'm better now.
217, bruh. If you are listening to the playback, we appreciate you for tuning in. Please go back, like, follow, and subscribe. Listen to our mic check, aka Hawks Talk and NBA segment. Also, a little quick segment on Trinity Rodman as well. We discussed the last 3 games of the Hawks. Talked extensively about the trade deadline and All-Star game as well. So, with that being said, y'all know what it is. We're gonna start out with football, and we're gonna end with football because football is almost over. We're gonna do NCAA football first. I know y'all probably like NCAA football. Why are we doing that? The national championship game was 2 weeks ago, or last week. Well, with NCAA football, there's been some changes. What are the changes? Playoff changes have happened. There has Sneaks was good, man. Man, you missed our talk on basketball, Sneaks. Go back and listen to it. There's some been changes in college football. I think Norwood can go more in depth to it, but I there's one part that I just do not like. Go ahead.
Okay. So for the first part, the format remains the same. You're still gonna have 12 teams, 5 conference championships, and 7 at-large bids. The Power 4 conference champions, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, and SEC, and the highest ranked group of 6 champion are guaranteed spots. Revenue changes, the SEC and Big 10 are set to receive more than half of the total revenue. I think that, that comes with the territory.
More revenue. That's what happens.
Yes. And overall, the decision to stay at 12, SEC wants to go to 16. Big 10 is trying to push for 24 teams.
Basically, make it the FCS playoffs.
Correct. And of course, y'all know about the Notre Dame guaranteed clause. If they're in the top 12, then they must. Then they're guaranteed a spot in the playoff.
And this is the part that I said I do not like. I do not like it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. I think you reward crybabies. I think that Notre Dame should have to get into a conference. I think that you should be better schedulers. I think that y'all are crying y'all cried y'all way to an automatic bid after losing. It's not like y'all won. The team that y'all tried to replace beat you. And then y'all gonna cry y'all way to an automatic bid if you're ranked 12th or higher. You're going to be ranked 12th or higher because you're not in a conference. It's going to happen. So y'all should be forced to be in the conference. This is some bullshit. I'm sorry for your Notre Dame fans. Y'all know y'all going to come in the comments and say all these things about, oh, you're the one crying. Man, I ain't crying. I'm just disgusted. This is disgusting. This is trash. This is sad. This is a cat. Another name for a cat.
I don't understand this because the last time that Notre Dame won a championship, I was 2 years old. Y'all know who followed me. I'm approaching 40 here in April. That means 38 years since the last time they won a championship. I don't understand why they're getting preferential treatment and still can't win a championship. You've been getting this. You're the only people who play on NBC. You don't have to get in the conference in football. You get in a conference in basketball. You just here to take advantage. I think that the SEC and the Big 10 have to get together and agree that they're not going to deal with Notre Dame going forward because they're taking advantage. And I think that this is despicable and deplorable. I don't even understand outside of just strictly we have a really big fan base and we have tons of money. That's it.
I'm totally disgusted. I hope they get boat raced. I hope they get beat up like they was in the BCS. Like I hope that they never prosper, ever.
I'm gonna tell you, if I was a voter, I would never put them
play real football.
I would just drop them as a 13 for everything. What's your ranking? 13. You can't get to 12. 13. What's your ranking? 13. We won all the games. 13. Sir, we undefeated. 13. Why can't we get to 12? Because you won't get in the conference.
And a lot of people feel like we feel. A lot of people are really talking about not scheduling them. Why?
I think that there is there's no longer a benefit. I think that we are going to get to a point where people are going to say fuck it. And I'm excited for it, to be completely honest. It's much needed. Like, and let's be real. None of us care about watching Notre Dame either. It's not like, oh, it's must-watch TV. The last time there was must-watch, we was looking for Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
She showed up like their defense in the BCS game too.
Oh my God. They both went miss. Couldn't find them. Nowhere to be found. You look left, not there. Look right, not there either.
Oh man. But yeah, that's really all I got for them. It's gonna be interesting going forward. This whole college football landscape. I got a couple things we'll talk about after this next piece of hilarious news. Arthur Smith, your boy.
And by my boy, this is in fact the person who is least my boy in my boy history. It's been a crazy journey for him. And it's not like crazy good. He was the Falcons head coach. Give you a little
background. Go ahead. No, you got it.
Steelers offensive coordinator. Now you the Ohio State Buckeyes offensive coordinator. And like the thing about it is you've never been good at it. Like you gonna keep failing until they find out what level you're supposed to be. But let me tell you, if I'm a tight end, I am headed to Ohio State. If I'm a wide receiver, I'm getting the hell out of Ohio State. I don't know what people see in Arthur Smith's game that makes sense in college. I don't know what gets people excited about what he does. If I'm not Jonnu Smith, I hate this man, to be completely honest.
And y'all know I ain't no Ohio State supporter. I don't really have nothing good to say about them. I talk about their players individually. I don't talk about them as a whole. But this has to be a terrible.
How my mama said, if you like it, I love it.
This is a terrible. What did I say? Let me tell you, Arthur Smith was the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator, and then he was the Commanders. And then somehow, or Commanders, then Tennessee Titans, then somehow he became the Falcons head coach, hired directly by Arthur Blank. If you want to put on your tinfoil fitted, his father is the owner and founder of FedEx. So billionaires are billionaires.
Oh, that's what they said was, this is great for NIL. And I can see that as a potential. Hey, Dad, send us some money.
Let me get 50 mil. Just 50. Just
right.
50.
Hey, Pops, it would be really great if you would buy some Girl Scout cookies at my job, because it would really help us out in potentially getting back to where we need to be. That's got to be it, because this guy is a terrible play caller at every level, and it's like he gets worse.
And he's I said this to Terry. I said this to Marcus Mariota. I said this to Arthur about Marcus Mariota, and you decided to make the decisions. If you hit your wagon to Arthur Smith, I said this to Mike Tomlin. I said, if you hit your wagon to Arthur Smith, you will be fired.
Fire! Boom, boom, boom. and this is
Tomlin
the thing.
saw the writing on the wall and got out of there.
Right.
It was on the way. They was lighting the match.
What's your name?
They couldn't find the starter oil.
I'm gonna quit before y'all fire me. I ain't gonna get fired. I've been put out of nicer places than this, and y'all won't be the ones. But the thing about it is, like, I don't know that he's good with quarterbacks, and Ohio State ain't really the best with getting quarterbacks either. So,
what you mean you don't know if he's good with quarterbacks?
I mean,
what quarterback has he been good with?
I think that was the message that I was trying to convey. I think the people understood
make it
that.
Plain. Make it plain.
Kev, can I get a thumbs up if that's what you got from what I was saying? Yep. See, he got it. I told you. Yeah, this is dumb, but not my problem. LaMelo Ball theory, baby. Let's watch it. Let's see what it is. Do it fast. Do it crazy.
Hey, Tremaine, hey, Jason, all Marcia, all y'all Ohio State fans. I am going to ask you this question now.
How they be doing on the internet?
I'm gonna ask y'all this question now because you know what's gonna happen. Who y'all want to be the next Ohio State coach?
Mike Vrabel.
What? Vrabel in the Super Bowl? He ain't never leaving New England.
You asked the question. I gave you the answer. I didn't say it was gonna come true.
He's good with running backs to the Derrick Henry. Yeah. I don't understand this, and I'll end with that. I don't understand this at all. I can't figure out why he keeps getting jobs. He's like Cliff Kingsbury. Like what has
no? You know why Kingsbury be getting them jobs? Arthur Smith and this mustache. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I see, Kev.
But this is the thing. Congratulations, I guess.
Yeah, man. No hate. Just
when people say I don't know how he keeps getting the job, that's an insult. That's a real. I don't know why they be paying him to do nothing. Is he gonna be like a master recruiter? Do not, bro. I got Sunday ticket. And I do not be trying to watch your games, brother.
I be trying to get the money back. I'd be like, hey, y'all need to pay me to watch that terribleness. But we'll see. Whatever. I don't care.
We will not see.
Before we move on to NFL,
congratulations, though. Peace and love. I love that for y'all. Y'all deserve it.
So have you heard the news? Colorado is almost broke. Rutgers is $78 million in debt.
Reggie, didn't I tell y'all about this? I said everybody got a little bit of money. Cool. When you spend that money and don't make that money back, then people are going to stop giving you that money. Now, Colorado,
when you're a smaller school, they're going to take the money and run.
Colorado, if y'all don't got the money, I don't care. Y'all should have found a way to keep some of that money. Y'all had all them applications, all them people enrolled in y'all school and going to games that y'all used to have be empty. If y'all ain't got no money, you deserve to be broke. Now, who was the other team? You said Rutgers?
$78 million in debt.
Y'all gonna have to call that guy that was throwing them basketballs in children's head. That's gonna be the only person y'all gonna be able to hire.
I don't know how they gonna get out that debt because they ain't like they, gonna be turned around. They in the Big Ten, right?
Yeah, and that's where people go to watch football. So yeah, your revenue should figure it out. That's the luck.
You ain't about to get
not my problem. Billionaire. Hey, y'all playing the best college football conference in the world. Congratulations.
Hey, they do right now. It's tight.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
It's tight.
Don't ask us. Just SEC just trying to make it happen. Scratching and surviving.
Yep. But that's really it for NCAA football that I had. I was just so amazed that they were $78 million in debt.
I fucked my money up, but now I can't re-up.
Why? How would the Big Ten be the reason that they're in debt, Sneaky? I don't get that one. They all get revenue share from the TV, plan.
From the TV, from the bowl games, but
they ain't no bowl.
No. But the rest of the Big Ten, when you win games, they get some of that too, if I remember correctly. I don't think I'm tripping there. Yeah, but I mean, also just don't care. If you spend too much trying to keep up with Ohio State, not my problem.
Mhm.
None of it.
I got a checking. I got a savings.
Right.
From the checking to the savings. Yeah, you went to the club and bought a
And
bottle with
y'all got
$300.
one of them.
You had $305 in your account.
And you got one of them Woodforest accounts, one of them Walmart bank accounts.
Discover.
No, y'all got
Credit
that cash out where they go ahead and advance you them $300. Bro, if I ain't got $300 today, I ain't gonna have it in 3 days. But hey, Rutgers, we don't care. We don't care. I won't make that. Hey, man. You know what you should do? You need to hire some people who went to HBCUs. We'll find a way to make that money stretch. Support HBCUs. I think that is a great place to close this segment. But yeah, you a PWI telling us you broke? You think we can? I know. Stay broke.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with our NFL segment of episode 217 of the SplashCast Monday Night Raw going up on a Tuesday. We have just finished our NCAA football segment. We finished our mic check. If you're listening to the playback, go back and listen to the mic check. We appreciate you for y'all tuning in. Like, follow, and subscribe. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to more news around the NFL. What did you do? It is conference football, conference championship weekend.
No. Well, last weekend was conference championship weekend. Only weekend we got left is the Super Bowl, people.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I meant. Last weekend. So last weekend was conference championship weekend. We got NFC and AFC. Which one? I'm willing to start with whatever. One of them is probably going to be 5 minutes. The other one,
no, and this is the 5 minutes. Come on, let's do it.
So Broncos, Pats, Snooze Fest, Winter Wonderland, Snow Globe. The Patriots beat the Broncos 10-7. The Broncos with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback because they were missing your boy Bo Nix.
Broken ankle
that nobody saw. The Broncos offense scored on the first possession, I believe, and then didn't score for the last 10 possessions of the game. Jarrett Stidham looked exactly like who Jarrett Stidham was supposed to look like. A backup quarterback that hasn't played in 2 years. With all that being said, the only reason that the Patriots got this 10-7 win is because of this controversial throwaway tapped backwards pass that wasn't reviewed and wasn't challenged. And they ended up scoring because they got the ball inside the 10-yard line, and that was the difference in the game.
Well, I also think that they should have kicked that damn field goal to start the game. I said, hey, y'all should probably kick this field goal. They don't kick the field goal, and then guess what you end up needing?
A field goal. Theme of the conference championship.
Literally, the first thing I said was like, why would you not do this? But these teams have gotten too cute with this, and they think that the answer is, let's just not let's not kick field goals anymore. Let's play field position. That was dumb. And I don't know who started this. It's probably some people who believe in analytics. And I'm not a person who doesn't believe in numbers, but I also have good common sense. And when my good common sense tells me not to do something, I don't typically do it. Or I know that I'm making a poor life decision. This was a poor life decision you can't afford with a backup quarterback. And I assume, yes, I assumed that you knew that, and then somehow you didn't do that. So I don't feel bad. You deserve to lose this game. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
And you couldn't have. Well, yes, you could, because that's why they had meteorologists. I was gonna say you couldn't predict the weather, but you knew it was gonna snow. It was clear in the first half. You should have kicked the field goal when it was clear.
It was gonna turn up, and you should have done that. The points early were gonna be valuable.
But y'all know I don't like Sean Payton anyway, so fuck him. Out there with a visor in the snow. What a visor gonna do? Whatever. Moving on to the Patriots. Do we really? I don't know if they're good. I can argue either way whether they're good or not.
Good enough.
The Patriots offense looked horrid. It's not good. They didn't really look good on offense last week against Houston, and they didn't look that great against the Chargers.
And the other part that I did want to say about Jarrett Stidham was, I think he, when playing in reasonable conditions, did not play that bad. He actually came out swinging. And that's the reason I'm so frustrated with Sean Payton not taking the field goal, is you got a backup quarterback. You know that he ain't a world beater. If he had a good drive, reward him with the points.
I mean, Sean, I told y'all. What I tell y'all, just like you always say, Trevor Lawrence is going to prove you right. Sean Payton going to prove me right every time. He going to be arrogant, and he going to out-coach himself. He going to out-think himself, and he going to fuck up every time.
Appreciate you.
Every time. So, but this is why I think the Patriots, I can't tell. The Patriots beat San Diego. They were down both starting tackles. They beat Houston, who offense literally disappeared. CJ Stroud imploded. And then they beat Denver with no Bo Nix. So you can argue that they've had a really easy path to the Super Bowl.
Easiest.
But then
easiest regular season and easiest playoff. But you can only beat the people they give you.
But then on the other side, this is actually a historic run to the Super Bowl. And if they were to win, this would be one of the best Super Bowl runs statistically ever, because they would have beaten 4 top 10 defenses.
Got to beat them.
3 of them are in the top 5. The Chargers just happen to be number 6. So they beat the Chargers, number 6 ranked defense. They then beat the Houston, number 2 ranked defense, only to then go beat Denver, the number 3 ranked defense, to then play Seattle, which is the number 1 ranked defense. So that, I don't think that's ever happened in Super Bowl history, to where you have to beat 3 of the top 5 defenses to win a championship.
I'm going to tell you, if I win a Super Bowl, I'm telling everybody I did. Guess what I did? Look what I can do.
Boy, I know Bill Belichick is, we'll get to Bill, but that was like a knife in the back for him. Like, Brady got one. Brady got one without you. Rob might get one without you. That's tough.
That's a knife in the front. You ran Brady off. You did it. Now you get ran around UNC. So, hey, brother, at some point you got to take responsibility for your own actions, not anybody else.
And also the Broncos. This is what another thing is always fuck Sean Payton. He'll never take accountability for when he fuck up, right? He went ahead and fired his offensive coordinator, Joe Lombardi. Now, and they've been decent all the way up until Bo Nix gets hurt, and then you fire him. That's not taking accountability. That's firing Ike Hilliard because you don't know how to call plays, Zach Robinson.
I'm not going to say that.
I am.
And the reason I'm going to offer a little bit of pushback is he might have seen that man. He might be doing all the coaching. It might be Sean Payton telling Bo Nix what to do, and you just sitting there looking stupid in the face. But I can send you home. I can find somebody else to do nothing.
Give me the game plan, and I got to change the whole game plan before the game.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So, and I mean, the one thing that I will say about Sean Payton is I think he's a good coach, and I think he's a hell of an offensive guy. So if he says that you need to go home, gather your Samsonite, brother. You'll be somewhere else. And you're gonna have to clean up, your wreckage, and you're gonna have to find somebody interested in having you be an offensive coordinator. And I don't think that you're one of those sexy names right now. But we'll see how it plays out for sure.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough for Denver because I do think that they were the better team. Bo Nix was hurt. I think it just sucks that Bo Nix was hurt.
And I don't think that he fired him after losing with a backup quarterback in a weather game. If you did, that's a rough way to lose your job. You knew, everybody picked them to lose this game because they had a backup quarterback. So, and then the offense
fired him anyway.
Right. And Stidham played good until the weather fell apart.
He was serviceable for sure.
I want to give that man his credit because these are the type of conversations that either get people jobs or don't get people jobs. This is the reason that Malik Willis is going to get a job. This is the reason that Mac Jones is going to get a job. It's kind of one of the reasons that people like Jameis keep a job is they kind of come in these moments and you play well enough, and then somebody says, "Man, well enough would sure be good over here." If I'm the Raiders, X, Y, and Z, this is how you get that job. So that's the reason I was pissed that he wasted Stidham's drive because, bro, you don't know how many I'm going to get of these. And I'm trying to go somewhere else. And I don't want to be a backup if I can be a starter. And we can go right to back up the starter right here. You saw a guy who was a starter.
Weekend, boy.
Right. This is the guy who literally was – I think first pick in the draft. Then the world had given up on him. Couple rough years in Carolina. Then you go to Minnesota. You play well in Minnesota. Minnesota drops the ball and don't sign you. And now you're in the Super Bowl. This could be the same arc for Jared. I don't think the Stidham is this good. But you never
first round draft pick.
But what I'm saying is you could go somewhere and you could be good. Just because you stink in this one place doesn't mean you're terrible. I think that we're learning that fast. This man has went from scam Darnold to Super Bowl Sam Darnold. That's a long way to go.
So what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the Seattle Seahawks beat the Los Angeles Rams 31-27. Sam Darnold had a hell of a game. This is a great back and forth game. I think Sam Darnold was 25 of 36 for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. Matt Stafford, 22 of 35, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. Puka Nacua, 9 catches, 165 yards, 1 touchdown.
Pay that man.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, 10 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown.
You should really pay that man.
This was one of the most enjoyable games to watch of the playoffs. Even with all that scoring, Seattle's defense ended up being the deciding factor. But for me, the unsung hero of this game is Kenneth Walker III, the running back. Kenneth Walker III, the running back, even though he didn't have fantastic stats at 19 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown, he made all of the timely make you miss, make the defenders miss, falling.
That linebacker from the Rams gonna have nightmare.
48. Better go. You need to go ahead and get you an NIL deal, little endorsement deal with some type of ankle brace, because he broke your ankles wild crazy. And he played really well. He had really good second down runs. He kept Seattle in third and short. Just a really, really good game.
That boy said he's gonna be sponsored by McDavid. You gotta be of a certain age to know about them McDavid ankle braces. You play basketball, you had the McDavids. You couldn't tell me a McDavid didn't do a Nike or a Jordan sign off. I was in the NBA.
Thought he was an all-star. I'm gonna ask you this before we get to the Rams. Cooper Kupp, was it a catch? that basically sealed the game at the end of the game.
But I mean, that man has had a privileged life. Why do you think the privilege is going to stop today?
What? That was more about a callback to the Bills Broncos, where he didn't survive the ground, therefore it wasn't a catch. And Cooper Kupp, apparently, I watched it. He caught the ball. He didn't really make a move. He got tackled as soon as he caught the ball, got twisted around, and then the ball popped out when he hit the ground. They ruled that a catch, and he was down and gave him a first down. Versus last week, they said, nope, you didn't survive the ground, even though your knee hit and all of that.
If Cooper Kupp's catch was a catch, and Dez's catch was a catch.
Well, yeah, we all
I'll leave.
But I mean,
I'll leave it there.
Well, and that's a lot of people, including Buffalo, but just a lot of people in general for football are frustrated because it seems like the rule is evolving as the weeks go.
You know what my answer to that is? You can't let it be that close.
I'm not going to say that. This is the third. You can't. This is the third meeting of division rivals where they're the number 1 team in the league and you were the number 3 or 4 team in the league. It's gonna be close. It's not going to be close. It's not going to be not close.
I'm giving you football speak. Whether it's right or wrong, the only thing you can do is say, all right, well, we got to do better.
I would have been running up downs and doing all of that, rolling the football field, because I'd have been like, Coach, that's stupid. But they're the number 1 defense and number 1 team in the league.
You'd have been right beside me in the locker room. Take your ass to the locker room. You didn't been kicked out of practice enough, huh? That's one thing I was good at. I kicked out enough football practice.
No. But for the Rams, even with how well Jackson Smith and Jigba played and how well Sam Darnold played, it feels like the Rams let this one slip away.
That's what they did. They did a lot of that towards the end of the season. Them games, Carolina, us, it's end of the season, late game execution. That's what matters. That is what is going to be the difference between success and failure. When everybody is this good, you have to continue to execute in the moments where everybody else doesn't. This is what this is what the Seahawks did. And unfortunately, the Rams did it so they didn't do it so many times. You can't feel bad for them.
It was, and unfortunately, it really wasn't play execution because they were both going up and down the field. It scored 31-27. Sean McVay, the whole timeout challenge debacle that's why I asked the Cooper Kupp question. When he was going to challenge the Cooper Kupp question, he called timeout to decide if he was going to challenge or not. But he only had 2 timeouts. I guess he forgot he had 3. So if he was going to challenge and then he lost that challenge, then you lose the last timeout and now you can't stop the clock and the game is over.
You went to the Raheem Morris School of Clock Management.
Oh, man, that's all I thought about. I was like, that's a Raheem move right there. That's the first thing I said. I was like, oh, that's a Raheem move. Like, if you're gonna challenge, you didn't need to. The game is on the line. Hindsight is always 20/20. You didn't need to know whether it was good or not. You needed to challenge. If you was any thought, you should challenge. You should have challenged because you're gonna lose the timeout anyway. You don't burn the timeout to think about challenging because now you lost 2 timeouts.
Then you know what? You got a job and I got a job. And he got a job. That's his career. He got all summer to sit with that.
And then
it's a long time.
When they scored the touchdown, then they made it down 5, and they kicked the field goal to make it down 4. Why would you not go for 2? If you're gonna need a touchdown, you're gonna need a touchdown regardless. Why not go for 2 to make it a field goal game? So then when you get down in the red zone with 3 minutes left, you don't have to go for it on fourth and goal against the number 1 defense in the league. You can kick a field goal to tie it.
Raheem Morris School of Clock Management.
Not taking the field goal with 4 minutes left when you had 3 timeouts. Then you ended up your defense that you didn't believe in, as they said in the group chat, got the stop. You got the ball back, and you could have gotten to the 40-yard line to kick a 55-yard field goal, which your kicker can do. which would have won the game. That fourth quarter was so mismanaged by Sean McVay. I was stunned, astounded, shocked, bewildered, befuddled.
That boy was in a blender. That is McVay and Shanahan are going to have a very interesting offseason to me. And I don't know what exactly the magic switch is or the right answer or X, Y, and Z. And I assume the Eagles are not going to be whatever they were last year. I think the Cowboys are going to be better. Like, this was an opportunity for you to take advantage and just
cement yourself for real. I mean,
right. I mean,
think
he
both of these
cemented
teams could beat the
himself.
Patriots. I think both these teams could beat the Patriots.
Correct. That was the thing that I think is going to probably stick in his craw more than anything is. If I just got past this game, I had a really good chance. Had I done a couple small things, had I, not they, had I done a couple small things differently, I'd be playing for a Super Bowl as a favorite. And that's all you can ask for. And you blew it.
But shout out to the Seattle Seahawks. Shout out to that defense. Shout out to the Falcons.
Eman Worry. Hey, bro. Love that guy. Guy. He's it.
There were so many safeties that they tried to do what he did. Taylor Mays, you remember him from USC?
Yep.
Josh Harvey Clemens from UGA that played for the Redskins. Well, I'm sorry, the Commanders. They were Redskins at the time. Like those 6'5" guys. There's that can do everything. He's it. And Mike McDonald's defenses, going back to when he was a defensive coordinator with the Ravens, have never allowed a fourth quarter touchdown in the playoffs,
which is crazy. Ever.
That's a wild stat,
right? And once again, Falcons, great job. You interviewed both of these guys and did not hire either. This is the reason it is a struggle to be a Falcons fan, to be a fan of Atlanta, period. This is regular Atlanta shit. That's what we specialize in doing. Get them all the way to the house, and then you fall asleep.
So now you got Patriots versus Seahawks. We'll have Saturday morning live the day before the Super Bowl. This is going to be a great game. I really, really hope they both wear throwback jerseys. Two of the best throwback jerseys in football.
They're not doing that.
No, but it would be great if they did.
It would be great if they did, but if you want to sell a Super Bowl pass, you want to sell your flagship. You want to sell the throwback as a throwback. That's that. I don't want to sports business y'all to death, but yeah, that's the thought process. But I do agree.
Yeah, they're fire.
Especially that Drew Bledsoe throwback.
This will be a fun game. I'm not going to speculate, but we're going to see how good the Patriots really are. But this is what the Patriots do. They are underdogs, and then they win 6 Super Bowls. So,
Robert Kraft, I don't know what you did. Yeah, you did. Whatever you did that.
Go to the masseuse parlor.
I knew that was going to be a conversation. But I mean, beating the Texans, beating the Broncos, I ain't got much to say to you. And beating the Rams and beating the 49ers, Seahawks, I mean, just Sam Darnold. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, Sam, getting the stench of the Jets off of you.
And leaving the Vikings in your wake. That is the thing. Number one, the Jets, and I didn't know he was with the Panthers for 2 years. Yes. Getting the Jets and Panthers off you, then going to Minnesota, and this is where you start treating women right, and she don't know that you're evolved into a good man yet, and she thinks that you still playing games, and she keep asking you about them other women, and you don't have other women, so you just leave. You know what? I'm done talking to you. And then next thing you know, you're engaged and she heard.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, if I'm Justin Jefferson and Addison, I'm heartbroken. I'm sick. Get me out of here.
They are sick.
Hey,
All of them. Did you see?
JJ McCarthy, you know what? Your life, just and unjust, you are in a world of hurt right now. Because there is nothing other, like you need to be I was gonna say you need to be a Pro Bowl level quarterback, but not like a Shedeur level Pro Bowl. Like an all pro quarterback is what you need to be next year. Because if not, I wouldn't even start the season if I was them. If I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm not ever playing in the Minnesota jersey ever again. Y'all blew it.
The tweets were wild. Like all of the folks from Minnesota, the players were all like, they were like, Sam Darnold from bust to the Super Bowl. They all did. And he also been to the Super Bowl before because he was there with the 49ers when they went.
Right.
He's back up. But all of the Vikings retweeted that like just ... or sad face or frustrated. It's
Jonathan Grenard. That's who it was.
We told y'all though. Y'all should listen to the SplashCast. We told y'all that was a bad idea. We said, hey,
I told y'all that at
idea.
the beginning of the season. Please go back. Anybody, go back and listen. I said, hey, if I'm Justin Jefferson and y'all let Sam Darnold walk, and JJ McCarthy is not a good quarterback because we've never seen him throw the ball well, I'm gonna be mad. And I'm gonna ask out.
They got him for cheap. And you were the number one wide receiver in the league.
And you let him walk out of my building.
He immediately goes to Seattle. They cut DK Metcalf, and Jackson Smith and Jigba leaves a wide receiver core of Jackson Smith and Jigba, Rashid Shaheed, and a bunch of slow white dudes. And he's now the best wide receiver in the league. And Sam Darnold is the common denominator. And you let him go. And he didn't sign for nothing crazy. I think he signed for like $30 million a year. So.
Oh, he's gonna get paid. No. He got to trial. Don't worry about it. Whatever y'all gonna do, go ahead and tear that up. Don't expect me to come back here. I'm gonna either come back here as a Super Bowl competitor or I'm gonna come back with a ring. Either way, I'm coming back with a new contract. Or I can leave here.
I don't know. You got a generational defense on you right now, bro. You got avatars in the secondary right now.
Hey. They had me down there playing defense with Baker Mayfield. I need my money back. I want my money.
Yeah.
Tell me what you owe me.
Let's do the coaching carousel first before we go to the two things that I did not expect to happen in the same day. Mike McCarthy in another baffling hire by the Pittsburgh Steelers is now the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers and is also the head coach of one of the oldest rosters in the NFL. I don't know what the fuck this is. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh man. So I thought about this. Y'all know I like look at sports and then I look at the story behind sports. And I was like, boy, what about if this white man come and ruin the Steelers? They ain't had before coaches in 80 years. We have more posts than we have Steelers coaches. Now, if he come here and they're not good, and let me tell you, I don't see anything here that believes that they're good. That's going to surely be something interesting.
Bro, he like 65.
Yeah, I mean, the age is not the issue to me. The issue is the expectation and the standard. What Mike Thomas say? Standard is the standard. And the standard is high.
Division champs.
Chuck Noll, Wanstead, Tomlin. Everybody had this job for 30 years.
You mean Bill Cowher?
Cowher. Wanstead was with the Bears?
Yes.
He kind of looked the same, right? Them chins. Right. You better for that. But yes, Cowher. Now, all of those guys had a job until they basically gave the job up.
Oh, you ain't gotta worry about that here.
That and therein lies the conundrum is this is the first time that y'all might not like. Number one, he's not really going into a good situation.
A terrible situation, one might say.
Thank you. Once again, Kev, give me a thumbs up if you agreed and understood what I said there. He knew it. The pause was crazy. But yeah, I think that this is something. Because he has to go here and you have to be a good coach and you have to not have losing seasons here. You can't have losing seasons, right?
Oh, they might. So either they're foolish about their expectations or they have no plan, or their plan is he's a bridge quarterback. I mean, a bridge coach. This seems
They
like
don't
it's a
have bridge. They don't have bridge coaches here. That is the whole. This is the reason I have sat and thought with this and really thought about this for a long time. Is I don't. This is the equivalent of when the Lakers had LeBron and AD. I don't see a way out of this successfully.
They have nothing to trade.
No quarterback.
No quarterback.
An expensive wide receiver one who punches fans in the face.
Expensive wide receiver one. The highest paid defensive end in TJ Watt, who just got read up and didn't really play.
Do they have a running back?
Huh?
Do they have a running back?
They have Warren because they traded away Najee. They have to pay Jerry Porter Jr. because I think he's in his fourth year.
That's a for sure right on.
Other than that, everybody else is old. Everybody's old. Cam Hayward is like 37, 36, playing D tackle. Everybody's old.
So,
and you bring in a 64-year-old coach.
And you come in behind a guy who never loses ever. And the Ravens and the Bengals, you assume to be back in some level of iteration.
Well, yeah, I mean the Ravens. Who's the Ravens? Oh well, we'll get there. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Browns are in flux. Luckily, this whole division is terrible.
In flux is close to the word that the Browns are, but it is not in flux. Influx. Well, y'all died the influx.
The way Stefanski talking like, yeah, I'm just happy to be out of Cleveland. That boy said it's a learning experience. I will never go there again.
Right. That boy will fly around the city of Cleveland. Nah, I don't want no layover, no nothing.
I don't know what Pittsburgh's doing. Y'all know draft season is my season. I love doing mock drafts. I love trying to predict what the Falcons are going to do. I love the whole mind game that comes behind draft philosophy. I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do. They need everything. They need a quarterback in a draft that don't have no quarterback. They need a wide receiver. But they won their division, so they're picking in the 20s. They need a running back.
You got to come in behind that black man who never had a losing season. And how many losing seasons do you think they're going to give you? We could have kept Tomlin for this. And they didn't fire him. So he can't come back. He can't come back and say, I want my family back. And just like a single mother, they're going to be like, it's been nice.
And all the young coaches are going to be gone. You got Clint Kubiak is going to be hired probably by the Raiders because that's the only team that really hasn't announced. You have Mike LaFleur, who's going to go from the Rams to the Cardinals. You've had Stefanski go to, there's no good coaches left. And don't let Andy Reid decide to retire. Don't nobody want to go to Pittsburgh when I go to Kansas City? Pittsburgh, y'all kind of screwed, bro.
And you know what? This is really funny because I have a cousin who I don't know why or how he's a Steelers fan, But every chance he gets, he reminds me of how much better the Steelers are than the Falcons. And I keep telling him, brother, y'all play one more game than us every season.
Bieniemy can take over for Reed. They don't know. They're not gonna do that.
Nah, you
I
still
thought
gotta
that
have
they would have
somebody who
hired
like
Brian
it.
Flores. To be honest, I thought that was the hire for Pittsburgh.
I'm so happy Brian Flores did not take this job. This job is terrible. But I'm gonna tell you, when they start losing, oh man, I'm finna be on my cousin line all the time. I'm looking at losing, y'all.
Wait, ain't McCarthy from Pittsburgh? Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh.
Yes,
You can't
yes.
lose at
Oh,
home. Where
he
you
was
gonna go?
emotional. He was emotional. Like you, I watched enough of the press conference. You know, he was like, my family has basically not been able to wear their Steelers stuff because he's been coaching other teams. He's honored to be here. He can finally wear his city's logo proudly. He's from here. Pittsburgh means the world to him. But let me tell you, brother, we finna see. we finna see how much it means. And we finna see how good you are. Can't blame Jerry now. Whatever it is, this is where I will say you got the big W. You went from ownership that's all in the video to ownership that gives you all the rope you need to be successful as you need to be. If you can't be successful here, hey man, call Mayfield, pack it up, brother. You're done.
Yeah. Staying in the division, the Ravens made a great hire. They bring Jesse Minter in, who was the Chargers defensive coordinator.
Correct.
Really good young coach in the mold of Mike McDonald, defensive oriented guy. I am happy for the Ravens. This was a good hire, in my opinion. I am interested to see who he brings in as offensive coordinator.
Better win.
It's a low bar.
No, it ain't. Better win. Because let me explain to you why. No. I'm not talking about playoffs. No, you need to be in the AFC Championship. Lamar can't keep playing and not be in the AFC Championship. What are we doing here? If you can't get it done here with this second coach, then it's time to go find a second team. I'm a firm believer in that. You got 2 years.
Depends on who they bring in as offensive coordinator.
Make the right decision. I'm telling you, they got 2 years. If they're not in the Super Bowl in 2 years, Lamar, pack your shit up and go somewhere else. I'm dead serious about that, too. You run out of time. And you're an athlete.
Not a Sam Darnold that made it to the Super Bowl. Sam and Joe.
Right. You're running out of time. And if you don't get it, if you're not in the Super Bowl next year or the year after, find a new team. Now, the way that I've seen you manage your demands for wide receiver, I don't think you'll do it. But I don't think that's the right decision to make. Yeah, you don't have 3 or 4 years to lay around. And this is the thing. The reason it's going to be tight is Joe Burrows don't have 3 or 4 years to lay around, and neither does Lamar. And I'm going to tell y'all, Mahomes is going to be back.
Or Josh Allen.
Yes. That is the issue. You have 3 guys who don't have any more time to play, and Mahomes, I think, is going to be on the hunt for blood. And he got his boy back with him, EB. They're going to reset this roster and get shit shaking. Somebody going to end up on a different team.
Well, it's yeah. Both of these teams, all of these teams have to find a receiver. All of these teams we're talking about besides Cincinnati. Baltimore, Buffalo, and
Baltimore don't have to find no receiver. They just signed Mark Andrews to 3 more years. Congratulations.
No, I think they've seen the writing on the wall now.
Why? Why do you think that they suddenly see they ain't seen the writing? You come here and pod every year, and I say the same thing, don't I, Reggie?
Yeah.
And they ain't seen it yet. They act like they must need it in Braille.
Pew 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 pew. So great hire by the Ravens. Speaking of Josh Allen in Baltimore, this was a really, really good. I'm sorry, Buffalo. Josh Allen in Buffalo. I had a speculation or a thought that this might happen. Buffalo promotes Joe Brady, who is the offensive coordinator to head coach, the offensive coordinator that came and stabilized this offense, that got last year got Josh Allen the MVP, this year got James Cook the rushing title. This was a great hire. I'm excited to see who they bring in as defensive tackle. You don't think this is a great hire?
2 years. Everybody got 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I agree. But from
somebody going home
continuity standpoint, you need to bring in a receiver that's fast and can run down the field, because that's what you're missing. You got Shakir. You have Palmer if he's healthy, but you need a third. You have the running game, and you need to fix the defense, but the offense is what he has, which is really good. I like this hire for them. I like Joe Brady, and I figured this was going to happen because it was really quiet in Buffalo. There were no leaks about who they were interviewing with. People were canceling. They didn't really have no news.
This is what I will say. Now that most of the teams, minus, first of all, what's his name for the Jets? He finna get fired.
Yeah, they already talked about
it. Aaron Glenn, you're gonna be fired. You firing people today, you're gonna get fired. You're gonna get fired. Just Aaron Glenn, best thing you can do is just go ahead and start. Hey, bro, I'm a coach for as long as I can this year. Y'all keep me. Or just going back to the Lions. Isn't that where he was? Going right back. Yeah, that's because you're gonna get fired. Because you waited for all these guys to get hired and then you fired people. I think that Brian Flores is a guy who should have gotten the head coaching job. I don't think
coaching job until they resolve that lawsuit.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Sure. But these teams that are trying to win games, Brian Flores would have helped y'all win some games. Whatever it is, every hire is not better than Brian Flores. And right now,
shout out to Bomani Jones. Rooney Rule All-Star is what he called him.
Right. Joe Brady, best of luck, 2 years. Jesse Minter,
3 draft picks and whoever you want, aside from Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir, and your man, James Cook. I need Justin Jefferson. I need it. He needs to leave. I need a big-time wide receiver. You don't want to play him anymore. Get cap space. Send him on over here.
If I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm not going to play in Buffalo. No. Climate control, baby.
Okay.
Climate control.
You can be cold with an MVP quarterback, or you can be warm with JJ McCarthy.
If I'm going to play outside and I'm going to play cold, you know where I'm going. Ain't but one place. Patrick. I'm going to see Patrick.
Unfortunately, Patrick is Patrick, and nobody in the league will trade Patrick.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, you're right. I would not
give him to Josh Allen before they give it to Patrick Mahomes.
You're right, but
hell no. Well, you better win with the scraps you got. You're too good.
We'll go to hell together before I let you go over there with him.
We'll be fine together. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. I give you no day. I give a trade to the Spurs. Sure.
Right. You think I'm gonna drop you off? You think I'm gonna drop you off over there? Oh, we'll both be miserable. You're right. We'll have to get the Players Association involved before I see you there. And I will say that right. I will say that in the meeting. If you expect me to do this, you must think I'm a fool because this will get me fired. I mean, that's a very valid point. You're right. You can't do that. It's like trade to the Spurs.
That's a really good theory. It probably works.
In certain things, it just not. The answer is no.
And I'll give you Chris Jones. Chris Jones, 32. Hey,
Right.
we'll figure out everybody else.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. And what's old boy for the Bengals, the head coach there?
Oh, yeah.
Zach Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
He got 1 year. I don't think he got 2. You got 1.
Yeah, you gotta fix the defense.
And
Joe Burrow talking about, I'm so depressed, I'm retiring. Like, no, that's not what we gonna happen. We'll fire everybody before that happens.
you're right. So I mean, that's really the pressure right now. You got those guys who, I mean, hey, throw Justin Herbert in there. I don't know how much longer that situation can go. There are too many quarterbacks who are too important to.
That's the point I said a while ago.
Everybody has to win, and it's like basketball with Cleveland and the Knicks, and you still got to deal with OKC. We all can't win the championship, and we all need to win the same championship. And then, I mean, God forbid the Patriots win this year, they're gonna feel real confident coming in.
That'll get a lot of people fired if the Patriots win this year. That's gonna get a lot of people fired mid-season.
And I'm gonna tell you, you coaches may have 2 years, but if I'm a quarterback and I see Mike Vrabel take Drake May to the Super Bowl and win a championship, I might have 1 year left in me. Because I can't keep wasting MVP seasons.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what Robert Saleh does because he's added in Tennessee. They just hired Brian Daboll, former Bills offensive coordinator, to be their offensive coordinator.
That's a slow play. But I like that slow play. I think that Daboll was a good coach. And I think that Robert Saleh is a good coach. And that defensive line is finna to be hellacious.
Yeah, they're gonna get they're gonna get their secondary back healthy.
Yeah.
And they still got them running backs. Like they got like 2 running backs that y'all forgot about. But
that's a slow play, but that's a really good slow play to watch. But these teams with these quarterbacks who are MVP level, these 1, 2, 3, 4 top 5 quarterbacks we always talk about, the heat is on.
Yeah, it's time.
And I'm sure Kev expects the Eagles to be back. The Cowboys have an expectation. The Rams, hey, Matt Stafford's at the end of his career. Every season got to be a Super Bowl season for him. And the 49ers, they got to be in that conversation too. It's a lot of pressure and not nearly enough wins to go around.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting going forward. A lot of movement. It's a lot of instability in football right now between college football with the NIL and all of the craziness going on, pro football with the window for being successful being smaller and smaller. Most of the time you would see coaches get 3 to 5 years. That ain't really happening anymore.
And you got this second level of guys of the Jordan Love, who's going to be better with better experience next year. You assume that CJ Stroud is a better version of himself next year. Caleb Williams, you expect him to be better. So not only do you have your own pressure of, damn, we kind of been here for a minute and we've been the elder statesmen and we've been successful. And now you got Mahomes who's going to have more money. Then you also got these 3 young guys. And then you got Drake May and Sam Darnold. Shit. NFL is in a
tailspin. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
And the Falcons back, baby. Falcons back.
Was not gonna be fun, or it's gonna be interesting. These are 2 headlines that I did not see happening.
Hall of Fame or Pro Bowl? Pick your poison here.
Hall of Fame. Bill Belichick, 6-time championship winning Belichick, is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Can you get your I'm gonna go ahead and request that you bleep out what I'm finna do here.
Laugh?
No. I need you to bleep this properly in post-production. This is some bullshit. This is the most bullshit. This is unbelievable levels of bullshit. I am not the biggest Bill Belichick fan. I think that I'm not going to attribute and say he's the greatest coach of all time, but the man deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. The way, the length, and the time that he terrorized the NFL, he deserved to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And if he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer for his career, then no one deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You guys have done the Babe Ruth to the Hall of Fame. Well, Babe Ruth wasn't a unanimous decision, so nobody can be a unanimous decision. This is stupid. This is dumb. This is embarrassing. And once again, this is bullshit. As you were.
I've never heard of somebody that won 6. I understand Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. Cool. His defenses were responsible for the first 3. Bill Belichick is a defensive genius. He won 6 championships with New England, 1 against my beloved Falcons. He then, before that, won 2 championships as the defensive coordinator with the Giants under Bill Parcells. As a coach or coordinator, he has won 8 Super Bowls. 8. I don't see how this is even possible. And if the rumors are true, Bill Polian, who was, I believe, the GM of the Indianapolis Colts.
Correct.
Who led the charge to keep Belichick out by saying he has to pay for Deflategate and whatever, the taping of the teams. If that's true, Bill Polian, you win Hater of the Decade award because he whooped your ass all but 2 years.
I don't care about being a hater because haters gonna hate. The rest of you clowns who went along with it, y'all are the clowns. Polian at least can say I hate him because he just stopped me out every year. The rest of you guys just listened and followed directions because you're stupid. It's in that, like, and this is coming from Atlanta Falcons fans. We deal with the 28-3. It is a real thing. But I ain't gonna sit up here and say the man ain't no first ballot Hall of Famer. What are we doing here? If he ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer, then throw everything away.
Throw it all away. Hey, Bill.
Y'all gonna tell Tom Brady he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
That's Deflategate. That's Spygate. That's all of that too.
And that will. This is very reminiscent of the Randy Moss, Terrell Owens situation, where you are letting people who are operating outside of the integrity of the sport and letting their own personal agenda get in the way. That's all I got.
Yeah. So this was one headline that I did not expect to see, and this was the other one. Shedeur Sanders has been voted in as a Pro Bowl replacement.
Yay! Congratulations. Great season.
What are we doing here, y'all? What are we doing? The NBA All-Star game has become a joke. The Pro Bowl game voting has become a joke. What are we doing, y'all? And I have been, I ain't gonna say a biggest Shedeur fan, but I have definitely defended him more on this podcast than my co-host. I can't defend this. I understand, and this may be spite from blacks, and if it's spite from blacks, I'm with it. Hey, cool. Y'all know with it. We all together. But this don't make no sense, though. There's no way that Shedeur should be a Pro Bowler. There's no way that Shedeur should have been on the ballot to even be offered as a Pro Bowler. This, if you wanted to cause change in the Pro Bowl or you wanted people to quit watching the Pro Bowl, let me tell you what this did to the other side. They ain't gonna watch this Pro Bowl. Not with Shedeur playing.
Honestly, in hindsight, I think Shedeur, you should have declined this like everybody else, like more than everybody else.
You didn't just be like, I didn't deserve that.
I don't want the narrative that comes around it. Like, I mean, if you look at him holistically, all right, in middle school, I was coached by my dad. High school, I was coached by my dad. College, I had a kind of okay career, but I really didn't win like any game that matters. And I was coached by my dad. And then after I left, the school retired my jersey, even
For
though
no
I'm not,
reason.
yes, for no reason. And I'm not the best guy in that school's history. Then I come here and I deal with all of the BS and nepotism and all of these type of things. I'm just dealing with all of the extras. And then I make it through the season, and I mean, it at least looks like I'm going to be able to come back and probably be a backup next year. Maybe I start just depending on how this whole Watson situation plays out. But I might be able to kind of put some of the narrative behind me. Now you have this Pro Bowl that you, I mean, let's be real here. You threw more interceptions than you threw touchdowns. I mean, I do think that there's not a person on the planet that's more media trained for it. But I mean, and they say that the Lord gives the strongest battles. I mean, gives his toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. Shedeur is fighting. But you getting in there. And maybe long term, this is a good thing for him. Maybe all of this kind of dealing with all of this makes him more resilient, makes him better, it makes a better story. Maybe you can be the next Sam Darnold. But
Maybe this is a resurgence for the Pro Bowl. I mean, they don't even play the game for real. They be doing like dodgeball and stuff.
it's a skills challenge now. I mean, that's the other part is it didn't matter, but it matters. Like it matters even less. Like we were pushing it with Huntley, but if you went back and kind of look at Huntley's stats, it's like, well, they did win some games, and he wasn't terrible. He was solid. I don't understand why Huntley hasn't had a starting job somewhere because I think he's not. I mean, I do, but I just think the team should want to win at a certain point. But it just makes everybody look like a joke. There has to get to a point where, and maybe it doesn't have to get to a point, but between ownership and what's the who am I thinking about? Not Adam Silver. What's his name? I can see his face.
The NFL.
Not Tagliabue. Yes, the commissioner, Roger Goodell. At some point, do you want this to be taken seriously again?
No. How can you make it? How?
So then don't have it be a game. Just be like, oh, we're going to hand out just make it all pro. Get rid of the Pro Bowl then. It's a waste if it doesn't matter. And if Shedeur is now a Pro Bowl quarterback, then fuck everybody is.
I just want to see who didn't make it. That's what I'm waiting to see. Who did?
It's not about who doesn't make it. It's that these people not going, and the way that they do the Pro Bowl, not even after the season. So no, I just got done playing the season. I'm not going to do this. But I mean, it's just a waste. It's just a complete waste. Throw it away. If nobody's going to do anything, then just don't waste anybody's time. They don't do it in Hawaii anymore. They do it all over, like trash.
Yep. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of episode 217 of the SplashCast. Monday Night Raw going up on a Tuesday through all of the Chinese weather balloons that returned today.
Right. To be back.
We have completed the mic check. We've completed the Hawks talk, NBA talk. College football schools are going broke trying to keep up with NIL. Playoff changes. Notre Dame cries their way to an automatic bid. Stefanski with the red flags and the Falcons focus. As well as we went over conference championship weekend and the coaching carousel. Norwood, if we didn't miss anything, take us out.
All right. All right. Once again, for you basketball fans, remember trade deadline, February 5th. You need to monitor that closely, monitor these teams closely. Number one, more black baseball, more black baseball, more black baseball. That's another thing to watch. Also, keep y'all, stay frosty with this potential lockout situation coming up. I would suggest y'all start reading and familiarizing yourself with that because we don't know how this is going to play out. Number two, what up, Kev? In the back, shooting at Jay. Number three. The historic black college university your cousin went to, your auntie went to, your uncle went to, the person used to laugh and kiki in the back of church with, send some money over there. Support
Send some
HBC.
money over there.
Number two, the historically black college university your auntie went to, your uncle went to, the one that you go to homecoming, step shows, to be around your people for the vibes as we approach Black History Month. Send some money over there. Be a good black person. Support HBCUs during Black History Month. Number three, the historically black college university gave me a degree, gave Kev a degree, gave Reggie a degree. Also, shout out to Dr. Locke for trying to help Hampton get that land grant that they took away from us 100 years ago. We're trying to get our money back. We want our land back. Pay us what you owe us. We'll keep you updated on that. We're asking for $18.68 on behalf of the university was founded. Outside of that, thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate you hopping in on a Tuesday because of the inclement weather that happened on a Monday. Please watch Instagram. We will keep you updated as we find this tail end of the season where there's only the Super Bowl left. And then we're going to get All-Star. Me and Reggie might take a break. Might need a nap. Your uncle getting tired. Little break in there. We'll keep y'all updated via the Instagram. Outside of that, adios, mi amigos. God of love. Until we see y'all again. Peace. We out this thing. Drink your water. Mind your business. And it's cold outside.